Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
What's going on?
I'm Tyler. This is Harry Potter. What's going on?
Oh, screw you. That's a good one. You F word. It's less than a minute. So I don't
Potter, what are you doing? Are you doing your reaction videos?
I'm gonna fucking make you levitate or something.
You just need the scar. Or
yeah, I should draw the scar.
Pretty soon, Halloween's gonna be right around the corner. You already got the glasses.
I could be Black Harry Potter.
Hey,
I could be Blairy Potter.
Yeah, you could be the Ghetto Potter.
Oh God!
I mean, I'm trying to think of another joke about a wand using it as a gun, but I don't know.
Oh God! Yeah, you don't want to get called racist.
All right, Oliver.
Why would the black guy have to have a wand gun?
I know, right? Yeah. Oliver Anthony is a new artist that was kind of discovered over the weekend. I guess it was like Friday or something like that, but he was shared on some popular social media accounts, and now he's just kind of blown up. He's singing a song. I've already heard this song. I know we
have heard it. We won't rate it
Yeah.
at the end because we have already heard it. And you know, we tell you guys all the time we want to be honest, and if we're going to give a rating, it's going to be on our first reaction. So this one is more of just to listen to it again.
We'll rate it. We'll rate it, but just not as like it'll be more. I don't know, not like.
Are we going to rate it?
Yeah, let's rate
we usually don't rate one that we've already heard.
I know, but let's do it. Let's do it because he's new.
He's breaking the rules. Look at him. He comes back from vacation. Now he wants to break the rules of the channel.
Yeah. All right, Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond.
Say that 5 times fast.
I know. The lyrics in this song, I was kind of listening the first time through, and I really liked it. I could see why it's very compelling for a lot of people because it really does resonate and relate.
And it's really good. His voice sounds absolutely
voice
phenomenal.
Is really good. All right, let's get in this.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men,
Yeah, man, this is like the they don't think that you know, like it was like pretty much like an essential way of gaslighting the American people. They don't think that you know, but they know that you know, and they don't think that you do, or something like that.
You just gaslit the fuck out of me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like this point where you're kind of telling them you don't know, but really they do know, and then you're kind of still telling them, nah, you don't get it. Like we're going to do it this way.
Yeah.
Like even if you think you know a policy, even if you think you know something that's going on in the government, but really, like if you ask that direct question, you're not going to get that direct answer back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like even if you call bullshit on something.
Yeah, I think first off, God, his voice is so good.
It's so emotional.
I love his accent too. You know me. I love country accents. So when I hear "lock," he says "lock." That just makes it. I just love when people talk like that.
And this guy,
you want to fight, boy?
You want to fight now?
You want to fight, boy? We're gonna fight the government together.
Exactly. But it says he resides in Farmville, Virginia, with his 3 dogs on a plot of land, and he builds to turn into a small farm to raise livestock.
Which makes sense because Richmond is in Virginia, right? So I assumed that he was probably from
close to D.C., right? I think
I'm assuming. So I didn't go look at a map or anything.
Well,
but when he said Richmond, when he named it Richmond, north of Richmond, I was like, okay, that's kind of a play on 2 different things. The fact that he's in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, and I believe D.C. would be north of that. Correct?
It's got to be.
Washington, right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like a little little drive there, but I really like his voice. I agree with you. His voice it has that somber kind of like emotional working man tone, kind of like
it does.
Like Tyler Childers.
Yeah,
and it's like it's different.
It's very inviting.
Yeah,
it's a voice that you hear it and it kind of draws you in, and you want to hear more of it.
Interesting. Yeah, he's got we follow him, our personal Instagram account, Radio DJs React. We follow him. We shared it on our story of his song, like just a clip of it. And we started following him when he had 40,000 followers. I think it was on Friday or maybe Thursday night when I sent you that song.
Yeah.
He's got over 200 and something thousand right
now.
Holy
cow.
Homeboy's blowing up, dude.
That's crazy.
And he did like a live show, I think today or yesterday. Today's Sunday, the 13th. And there was footage of that show singing this same exact song. People were just all singing like above him. You know when you like go to a concert, people are singing above the singer?
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
that's really cool. All right, let's keep this going.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for
This part, it was a nice double entendre with the
minors.
The minors,
Yeah.
I really like that. And yeah, the taxing
the obese,
of the obese.
What was the? I think not just living off welfare, but exploiting welfare. Did he say? He didn't say exploiting, did he?
He didn't say exploiting.
milking welfare.
Milking, yeah,
milking welfare. Yeah,
yeah.
That's
I mean, that's
you're 5'3", you're 300 pounds. That's
because you've
big
got
as shit.
you've got a lot of people that can't afford to eat, but you've got these other people that are exploiting a situation, I guess, and and again, it's the process. It's not the actual. The thought of welfare, it's the process. Are they officiating this correctly?
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare.
Milking.
God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
And fudge rounds, man.
I feel you though.
Yeah.
Like taxes ought not to pay for your bag. But you know what? I gotta say, and this might come off as me being political or something, but I've got to say, I definitely agree with that. And we've talked about political views and stuff like that before, and I'm assuming this is more of a conservative view that I have. But I have always thought that they need to kind of regulate some of that stuff with certain people, and like the assistance that people get. Because I remember being in school, right, and my parents had to pay for my lunch my whole life. Yeah. I didn't even get the discounted lunch. We had regular, pay for your lunch.
Yeah.
But then you had these kids who had free lunch because of whatever their parents had.
They had,
and they're the ones that have all the nice shoes and the nice clothes, right? And you know what I mean?
Right.
Like.
It goes back to that regulation.
Not saying that there's anything wrong with wearing nice shoes and clothes. Everybody should wear what they want to wear.
I agree.
But if you are the one that gets to have those benefits for yourself and your kids and stuff, at the very least, could you apply some of the money you make to other things versus, material possessions? And then, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking that.
I don't think
but I
so.
just always I'm like, okay, here's the kid with the 3, 4, 5 different pairs of Jordans, or whatever different expensive, the Tommy Hilfigers and the things that were expensive back in those days. But they're the ones that get free lunch. But here I am, I have to go and pay all my lunch because my parents don't qualify or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say that I feel where he's coming from with that, because I've always had questions about that.
Yeah. It's like if you come from a single family, like a single parent home, right? And let's say your mom makes $35,000 a year, but the cutoff is, maybe 30 grand or something. If your household income is below 30 grand and you have two parents in a house or something, or it might be vice versa, right? So it could be you have mom and dad making like 35 plus, and then you have Billy over here, which he's just just has a single family and she makes under 30, but she also gets money from child support and is paying for Jordans and all that stuff, and it's not regulated. Like that's where I think where you're coming from, because it's like, okay, but you can't like do people's finances for them.
True.
It's like one of those things where, okay, there's the limitation, somehow they pass through it. But yeah, I don't think that's what he's talking about though. I think it's the other, just like the welfare of like adults.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. The fudge rounds they're kind of expensive, but taxpayers should be paying for them for you. You have to buy your own fudge rounds.
Ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, because all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
Now
that's a really important part there of the song. I think that I mean obviously the fudge rounds part was funny. But that one's a little bit more serious because it's there's a go ahead.
A lack of care for men's mental health.
100%. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it was just flat out like, you need to be strong, you need to be a man.
Yep.
But at the same time, please speak out to us. Please talk to us.
Yeah.
But when we do, you get shit on.
Yeah.
You get shit on.
Do you? It's crazy though, because that's, I feel like we're in agreement here that that's the point he was going for.
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
that, men's mental health is really important. Not saying that women's and young girls' mental health isn't easy, because we both are fathers of daughters.
It's not about
very
that though.
Important.
Yeah.
But the statement that he's making is, that's really important, and it gets overlooked a lot.
I mean, because men are important to sustain the society that we live in. Mm-hmm. If we look at jobs, if we look at the type of jobs that the men typically do, and also just culturally with men, it's important to have that, safety. Like, I'm going to walk down a lonely street or something. You're going to want a man with you, hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and if you are building a house, you definitely want a man doing that, right?
I'm assuming so. I'm making sure you don't dig yourself into a hole here.
I'm not. If there's a woman that says, "No, I will do all those damn things my damn self," well, good on you.
Yeah,
good on you. But the whole point is, it's like I'm saying the society needs big, strong men, and when you have big, strong men, then the society that we have built. And we're taking out history here. I know there's a lot of fucked up history. Got it. Recognize that. Let's move past that. But I'm saying, as it functions, you need those men. And if they're catastrophically taking their own lives because we are ignoring their feelings and emotions, I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. What
you think? The same thing?
No, I agree. I agree. 100%.
I know that's a little sticky, but
no. I mean, I get it. I came from a relationship where when I tried to, and I'm talking about with a woman, not just my relationship with this particular woman.
Yeah.
When I felt like I wanted to try to, now I'm different mentally. This didn't cause me to harm myself or anything of that nature. Right. Because I'm just
You're a happy
different
person.
Yeah. But to be told, like, when you're trying to share your feelings, oh, you're acting like a woman, you're acting like a bitch. Why? I feel like the man, you're acting like a woman, because I want to talk about how I feel about our situation. I'm acting like a woman, or I'm acting like a bitch.
Yeah.
So I dealt with that personally, and then
that's the same thing.
Like, he's talking about society doing it as a whole.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you go on, you can go online any day and see how men's sadness and things like that get made fun of. Will Smith, which, I mean, we made fun of him ourselves, but we're entertainers. That's just what we do.
He did something.
He
stupid.
did it. Yeah, he did it to himself.
Yeah.
But Will Smith is Tyrese. I don't know if you ever saw what was going on with Tyrese, and he was having issues. I think it was had something to do with seeing his kid or something, and he made a video and he was crying and whatever.
Yeah, that's tough.
People called him out on that.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp. The list goes on and on of these guys whom we've seen in the public spotlight.
Vulnerable places.
In vulnerable places that, sometimes they get joked about, sometimes they got backup. But
just man the fuck up.
Yeah. But in those are big name people. That's not your regular everyday guy who works a regular everyday job, who's in a relationship, who gets degraded at work, who gets talked down to at home. All these different things builds up on that guy. Yeah. And if when he wants to talk to somebody about it, whether it be a therapist or a friend or a family member, because let's be real, a lot of that stuff for men comes from people that they hope that they can confide in. Yeah. Right? A boss. Yeah. A family member, a spouse. Yeah. Someone that they think that they can confide in, and then they're only to be told your feelings don't matter. Go be a man, suck it up, and live. So I think that makes it even worse, because you're like, I thought I could come to you. I thought I could trust you to help me through this. Right. And instead, you're going to tell me these things that, make me feel worse. Exactly. So that's such a small line, has so much meaning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was a real impactful. It's not only you're talking economically with just the United States, and how things are going, but also with politicians, policies, dollar being taxed, all this shit. But that was also because I don't think he's being political with it. I think he's just talking about the hardships. Yeah. And that's a big one. All right, let's keep this going. We're talking way too damn much.
I'm kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, cause the rich men, north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah, man, that was really good. Cute dogs, too.
I love the fact that you can hear the nature in the background. Yeah. It just makes it seem so much more authentic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the guitar sounds perfect. I mean,
his voice is amazing. Oh, the subject matter is great. It wasn't divisive at all. Yeah. You can't
not relate to it.
Yeah. Yeah. There was something in there for everybody. There was something in there for everybody. And it didn't, a lot of times when you hear about, when you hear a song that's kind of similar to this, you'll be like, ooh, that's one side going after the other. Mm-hmm. In this, it just sounded like a regular everyday citizen that's just sick of the government, mostly. Yeah. Mostly the government. Yeah,
going Richmond, north of Richmond. Yeah.
That's just sick of the American people as a whole, whether you choose one side or the other, having to deal with this bullshit. It's like he actually calls it, Yeah. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm gonna give this a solid rating of 8.4. I'd like to see, I don't even know if I want to hear it with like a band. Sometimes when you hear just an acoustic, it sounds different when there's actually like a band behind it later on. I don't even know if I want to hear it with a band.
No, I don't think I do. Yeah. I like it the way it is. Yeah. And it's funny that you say 8.4 because I was thinking 8.5. So nice. We're right there together. Yeah. I think it's amazing, and I look forward to hearing some more of his stuff. For sure. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you hanging in there with us while we took a little break. You know what I mean? People got to keep our mental health together, like he was just talking about. Yeah. So, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Radio DJs React. We got more stuff coming for you.